are some characters that were absolute trash in Marvel Strike Force during 2020, but they got some love in 2021 or end up being a big winner of this year. And we're counting down the 10 best winners of the year in Marvel Strike Force, whether it be a direct rework to their kit or a new synergy or new character that was introduced. For some reason or another, these characters ended up being the biggest winners of 2021. And if you're ready for it, guys, find that like button and let's go smash it as we check out who got reworked this year. As we see, some of these characters got some significant reworks to their kit. Some of these characters just got some reworks to give some synergy with a new team. But these are the characters that got reworked in 2021. Some good, some not as good. But let's clear this list off and let's go start with a countdown. So boom, those are the rework characters. These are the characters that are eligible for this list. Clearing this list off, let's go to the top 10 and let's start with the biggest winner of 2021. Number 10 spot is Iron Fist, and it pains me to put a Heroes for Hire in this spot. I needed to put somebody. Iron Fist ended up the biggest winner because he was pretty trashy in 2020. Anytime I would look for a blitz match, if Iron Fist was there, that was an automatic fight. So let's go take a look at what happened. Iron Fist, Luke Cage, they actually got 2 reworks this year. We'll go take a look at both of them. So this is the first one. This is the one that occurred back on April when that original Heroes for Hire team was introduced. They got another one when Shang-Chi came to the game. But let's take a look at what happened from here. So previous to the rework, he was clearing all negative effects himself. Now he's doing it for the Heroes for Hire allies, which is dirty. He used to heal self and defender allies for 10% of his max health. Now it is 30% of this character's max health, so a significant change to his special there. Also got some increased stats as well. He's getting a little change to his ultimate, but this passive, it was a small passive. Now it is a wall of text. He did a spawn, the heal for spawn. It was defenders allies. Now it extends to the Heroes for Hire allies. Still that 30% chance. He's on turn, 40% chance to heal. It extended that to Heroes for Hire ally, gaining 5% damage. But the new passive, when a Heroes for Hire ally drops below 50% health, defense up for that ally for 2 turns. On spawn on ward defense, and this is a bad one. He's gonna get if his health full, not charged, he's gonna gain charge. This is pretty much what all the Heroes for Hire allies do. They have this as well when they drop below 50%, losing a charge, getting all the health back, and then if charged, always revive on death. So this is the big Heroes for Hire passive that he got added to his kit. Now the second rework came a little later. This one came down in August when Shang-Chi was released. Luke Cage, like I said, also got that rework. I think Luke Cage's rework was a little better than Iron Fist, but considering where Iron Fist was, how trashy of a character he was back in 2020, I think that is why that's why Iron Fist gets the nod over Luke Cage. And not much happened. A little more damage on his martial art ability, chaining for more damage, and then yes, not blocked, but if Shang-Chi is an ally, his new Iron Fist ability cannot be dodged as well. So that is why Iron Fist made the list. He was pretty trashy. He was a character that if I saw him in Blitz, I would go after him. So yes, now he's a little scary. Let's move on with the list. Coming in at number 9 is Night Nurse. She was absolute garbage, dumpster fire garbage in 2020. Got a little rework with that skill military and became a thing, became an important raid character into skill sections of Doom. We've got some other solutions to that problem since then. Secret Avengers, Moondragon, but at one time, Night Nurse was one of the best healers in the raids. Let's go take a look at what changed about Night Nurse in 2021. Boom. Now this update came in this first of the year. The second update, this was 5.1 or February 2nd. This was the first update that we had in 2021. Came with a lot of reworks. I think the most significant was Night Nurse because she was such a bad character. Some of these characters that got reworked, they were actually pretty decent. Night Nurse was so bad. She was one of the best raid characters for healing back in the day. Fell off significantly since then, and now she's sort of back, especially on War Offense with that Shadowlands team. So instead of just, she's gonna flip the negative effects, if she has 2 or more Shadowlands allies. And that is on her basic. When forced to attack this ally, Shadowlands, and it's kind of a trend with these Shadowland characters. They do less damage when attacking Shadowland characters. So those mind control moves like Loki and Mystique, they don't work as well against the Shadowland characters. Her special, this one got a big buff because it was a decent heal. All right, so you're gonna heal the most injured ally for 4,000 of the character's health and 20% of the max health. You're also gonna clear 3 negative effects from the most injured ally and adjacent allies, and you're gonna have an attack. This didn't have an attack previously. Gonna guide the ally with the highest damage to attack the primary target. Her ultimate also got an update this year. Instead of just healing, you're gonna heal for her a percent of her max health and flipping 3 negative effects for her and Shadowland allies. Very good. And she got a much better passive. Instead of just 25% to heal the most injured ally, well, when this character or a Shadowlands ally drops below 50% health, apply defense to the character, fill this character's speed by 30%, and yeah, on war, the most injured Shadowland ally is gonna get 15% of this character's max health. So she became a thing, not just with the Shadowlands, but outside of Shadowlands as well. She was pretty significant in the raids for a while. She's still usable in the raids. I'd say her value is significantly diminished since initially, but she's still a thing, and she was a big winner of 2020, or 2021. Let's move on with the countdown. Coming in at the number 8 spot is a character that really hasn't felt the effects of his rework yet, but he did get a rework this year. Boom, it is Yondu. Now, the reason we haven't really felt the full effects of it, we don't have T'Challa in the game, so this is gonna be felt later down the road. But Yondu, his rework is live in the game now. Let's see some of what has happened to him. Well, he's got his base stats increased. All characters released previous to Silver Surfer and since Silver Surfer, there's a big difference in the stats. These reworks that are happening since Silver Surfer, much better stats. So he's got a big stat bonus. Now, a lot of why he became a winner, he's summoning these Ravagers. Well, the Ravagers, Ravager Boomer, Ravager Stitcher, they got significant bonuses to their passive. So when he summons them with his special, well, that is bonuses for the entire team. So those reworks to Stitcher and Boomer is also affecting Yondu. I think he's the biggest winner of this entire Ravager rework because he's got multiple Ravagers that he could call. All right, so instead of just, he's got some more damage in his ultimate. Instead of 250% undodgeable piercing, now he's 300% piercing. It's also clearing 2 positive effects from each enemy. More focus for each Ravager, cannot be dodged, and he's got a better passive as well. He's gonna copy 3 positive effects, excluding taunt from the enemies. Yeah, and it clear the copied positive effects from the enemy if the enemy has blind, copy, and clear all the positive effects instead. So blind is very important. Ward, they're gaining more focus for each Ravager ally. He is part of a war team. There wasn't really a use for Yondu and the Ravagers previous to this team being announced. And now, once T'Challa is out, he will have some value. He won't be a trash character. He won't be a top-end meta character, but this Ravager team will have some use now. So that is a good thing for the Ravagers. All right, let's move on with the list. Coming in at number 7 as far as a big winner for 2021. Boom, it is Miles. Now, Miles didn't get a lot of love, but he did get a new team, and that's one of the main reasons that he is on this list. He is now part of the Web Warriors. Kind of like the Ravagers, we haven't really seen their full effects yet because the full team is not announced in the game, but the Web Warriors, much better than the Young Avengers, which is where most people had him at the start of this year. Now he's on a really good team instead of a trashy team. So Miles, just by getting a new team, not so much what was upgraded in his kit, just by getting a new team, he is a big winner of 2021. Let's go take a look at his upgrades, though, which is not why he made the list. It's because of the Web Warriors. He got some significant stat upgrades to come more in line with these post-Silver Surfer characters, which is good. And the biggest thing that happened with his kit, he's giving Web Warrior allies, whenever they dodge, it's not just going to give speed up to himself and Spider-Man, it's going to give speed up to all the Web Warrior allies. So that's a good thing. Anybody that dodged, they're getting speed up. So that's going to significantly increase the team. But now that he has a team, that's mainly the reason that I put him on this list. So that's pretty much all he has reworked. So let's move on and move to the number 6 spot. Another big winner for 2021. Boom! It is Sabertooth. Now, Sabertooth was in a decent place. He was on a team, the Marauders, that were kind of falling off of war defense. They're not really a thing now, but what is a thing is the counter to one of the dirtiest, ugliest, most disgusting teams out there, that Heroes for Hire team. And I think I'm a little biased in my selection of him at number 6, but he is now a part of one of the most important war offense teams instead of being a part of a whittling, winding down war defense team. And war offense, for me, always more important. So let's go take a look at what happened with him. Some significant base stat health upgrades, not just his health. You got his damage increase, armors increase, resist increase. You know, sometimes you still see that Marauders team see Sabertooth. Well, now you got to worry about him. It's not just Sinister and Emma anymore. So Sabertooth gotta love. He's a part of the meta now. All right, his basic got upgraded pretty significantly. Not just doing damage, it's doing some other effects as well. Applying offense down to the primary targets, mainly in war. But yeah, it's a very good effect that he's doing. His special also got an upgrade, getting more piercing, applying offense down, attacking adjacent targets for 300% damage, also getting that offense down. Omega Red synergy as well. He's doing an additional 80% piercing when Omega Red is an ally. He's getting more, is different, a different ultimate. So he's getting a rebound chain to 5 to 6 additional targets instead of the normal chain to 4 to 5. So that could be very, very significant. If Omega Red is an ally, disrupt to each hero protector along with the target. He's getting extra focus for that as well. And some significant, or not significant, but some increases to his passive. So he's still going to heal on his turn. When this character drops below 60% health, he's going to get 2 death proof, 2 deflects, which is a little upgrade to that 1 death proof when he drops below 50% health. More damage, not just Brotherhood, not just Mutant, but also Weapon X. So extending that for the Weapon X, Mr. Sinister or Omega Red. So just giving that more synergy with Omega Red. And on Ward, he's getting more speed bar. He's getting more, he still has that chance to assist on non-attack abilities. So Sabertooth, big winner of the year, mainly because he's now an important counter to the dirty Heroes for Hire. Let's move on with the list. Of number 5 in 2021 is our girl Storm. She was an absolute trash dumpster fire character for a while. She had a little synergy with Beast, but then Beast got knocked off of that team, moved on to the Axemen. So she became totally useless, not really usable in war, not really usable in raids anymore, never was usable in arena. So where were people using her? Well, now you have an option to use her on war offense because of the big change, the new team, Magic coming to the game. Let's take a look at her increases. Then again, kind of like Miles, she's a big winner, not necessarily because of the changes to her kit, but now she has a new team that has some relevance. Let's go take a look at what happened with her kit though. So stat boost, not super significant. 9% health upgrade, 60% armor, 62% armor upgrade there. Rephrasing of her ultimate of her ultimate. She's got a new special as well. Nothing really happened with the basic there, but yeah, she still holds those 20 charges, and I think you still need that T4 there. All right, now this special is very, very good. You still have that chance to not lose all the charges when Beast is an ally, but yeah, you're probably not using him on this team anymore. So doing big damage. I think the bigger thing here is the damage that she does. She does so much more damage now, even at a lower level. She still does AoE attack for 100%, 110% damage. Very, very weak, but increased by 100% per charge. That could go up to 20%. That could be over 2,000% damage with this move right here. This attack cannot miss. Not a significant change, like I said, to her kit, but now she has a team, and now her damage is insane because of all the extra charges that Magic gives her. So Storm, big winner of 2021. Let's move on to the number 4 spot. Boom. It is Wolverine. Wolverine was pretty dumpster fire as well. He was kind of like Yondu and Night Nurse and Iron Fist, where as soon as you would see Wolverine in a blitz, you'd automatically play that team because it'd be an automatic win. Not so much anymore, because kind of like a lot of these characters, he got a significant stat upgrade. Now, this is a big one here. Armor, 500%. He's got increases to his health, his damage, his focus. Resistance went up by 140%, and his speed got a little faster as well. He's a pretty slow character previous to this. He's just a lot better. Just his stat increases make him in line with some of the current characters. But yeah, significant damage increases. Not too much to his basic here, but his special went from 150% piercing to 400% piercing. Still applying those bleeds. These bleeds do a lot more damage. He's going to rebound chain to 5 targets, so that is better. Instead of just a normal chain to 4 targets, he's doing a lot of damage. Still doing that 120% piercing, excuse me. All secondary chants have a chance to crit, which means that more damage. He had a little more damage when Phoenix was an ally. Yeah, so very little upgrade to this. More damage. You don't need Phoenix as an ally to do the extra damage. He's still doing a lot of damage on his big ultimate. That still does a lot of damage, but now he's going to get offense up if Colossus or Omega Red is an ally. So yeah, that goes up significantly. Attacking the primary target, you're going to get 800% piercing. You don't need Colossus to be an ally for that 800% piercing. He's just going to do that. So more damage from Wolverine in addition to his increased stats as well. And his passive, he's still doing that base healing. When he drops below 60%, he's going to get offense up and 2 death proofs, so harder to kill him. He still has a 5% chance to revive. He had that before. He's getting 50% of his max health, and I don't think he had 50% max health. Yeah, he had 20% previous to that. So yeah, and then the rest of his passive just looks a lot better. So Wolverine, pretty significant increase. I wouldn't say he's part of the meta except on that Weapon X team, but he is relevant now. So going from trash to relevant, I think that's a pretty big win for Wolverine. Moving on, next on the list is our boy Spider-Man. And Spider-Man, he got a pretty nice rework as well in 2021. Coming along with a lot of these other characters that got reworked, and kind of like Miles, not this win for Spider-Man in 2021, not just because of the reworks to his kit, but now he has a team. He was not, at least Miles was on the Young Avengers previous to this. Spider-Man, normal Peter Parker Spider-Man, for some people was on the Young Avengers. For me, was nowhere. So now he has a team, and that is a big change. But let's go take a look at what actually changed for Spider-Man in particular. Yeah, base stats increased 700% more armor. That is insane. 69% more health, 24% more damage. So yeah, big damage coming from Spider-Man now. He's gotten a little better, like I said. Still has that chain, 1 adjacent target for 200% damage. It's not a 60% chance. He's just gonna gain that. He's gonna gain evade, 80% chance to do that when he does his basic in the raids. That's up from the 60% chance. Counterattack breaks that. He's got drain on his special now, so harder to kill. And the big thing of his passive is the dodging. So kind of like with the rest of these web warriors on self or web warrior allied dodge, he's gonna fill the speed bar of that character by 10%. Previous to this, it was just Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles. Now it's the extension to all the web warriors. Negative effect applied to the enemy at a random positive effect from the enemy to this list for web warrior allies. Defense up, offense up, speed up, deflect, very, very important. And he's still gaining that 5% speed as well. So he's getting more speed there. So it's not coming from his base stats that he's getting the extra speed. It's actually coming from his passive there. So big changes for Spider-Man. Now he's usable. Once the rest of the web warriors come out, he will be important meta raid character. So yes, Spider-Man, big winner in 2021. Also big winner, another dumpster fire character is Nebula. This character was used nowhere previous to 2021, and now she has a team. So very, very big increase. She was part of the arena meta for a while, still used in arena. I still see the Infinity Watch on arena defense, and I still need to use that Infinity Watch when I'm facing that fast Eternals team. So she's still very, very relevant, still a very important character, and one of the biggest winners of 2021. Let's see why she came in at the number 2 spot. So she got some increases to her health, damage, armor, focus, and resistance. Not as much as some of the other characters, but she is relevant now. And one of the major things that she does, she comes back to life on spawn. She's going to gain speed up. His health is full at the start of the match. Revive once with 10% of this character's max health. 15 for each Infinity Watch ally. So she's going to come back with a lot of health on a full Infinity Watch team. She's now getting that assist now and speed up with a random Gamora ally. She still has that assistant and she's getting a lot of stuff there. But yeah, her kit was pretty bad before. Her damage was pretty bad before. Her damage isn't crazy now, but especially with that double tap synergy with Gamora on their basics, man, she's doing a lot of good stuff. And then she also has those evades that she applies to the team. She has the counterattacks, not really used previous to this. So Nebula, big winner in 2021. Just this wall of texture on her whole kit. You guys been playing with her long enough that you know what it's all about. But let's move on to the last spot. And I think you know already who is going to fall in this, or who's coming in at this #1 spot based on who's not on this list already, because she was a big winner. It is our gal Gamora. Yes, not only did we get normal Gamora, a rework to her kit, but we got a total new character in an empowered Gamora. So yes, this is the only character that got an empowered state in 2021. Thanos got it in 2020. Big winner for him. Gamora got it this year. She is the big winner this year. Let's go take a look at some of her significant changes. So this empowered Gamora, total new kit that you could have once you drain those charges off of this team. And unlike a lot of the characters, the less charges on her, the better, because she's going to go into that empowered state. She also got a kit, base kit upgrade to the non-empowered state. More health, more damage, more armor, more focus and resistance. This kit is insane, by the way, this empowered Gamora kit. All right, and there's the list, guys. Couple honorable mentions that I did want to mention. Beast got a slight change to his special, but put him in the meta. Now that he's clearing 2 negative effects off the Axeman, that was not there at the beginning of this year. So Beast winner. And I talked about Iron Fist and Luke Cage being big winners. Well, I gave Iron Fist a nod over Luke Cage, but Luke Cage got significantly better in 2021. So honorable mentions, Beast and Luke Cage as well. Who do you think was the biggest winner in 2021? Do you think it was Gamora? Do you think it was somebody else? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, hit that subscribe button for more Marvel Strike Force content. Hit that thumbs up button to help the YouTube algorithm, and click the bell. Click the notification bell so you know as soon as a new video goes up. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great holidays, guys. ValleyFlyin, Hulk fist bump. We're out.